welcome back to My ASL Teacher Rocks. My name is Summer, and if you're tuning in for the very first time, please take a moment and click that subscribe button down there. Perfect. Now, the reason I'm telling you to do that is, one, I'm new here, so I need subscribers, but also, I really want you guys to stay up to date with all of the new content that I add. And if you're interested in taking classes with me, I occasionally offer free Zoom classes for those learners who want to learn more, but in a small group setting. So if you are that person, then you definitely need to subscribe so you can be notified whenever I upload that information, okay? Perfect. So let's put that to the side. Let's get down to business. So I am here today to answer a question I've gotten a lot recently. We've seen more interpreters over the past few weeks than you've probably seen in your entire life as a hearing person anyway, right? Yeah. So first, big shout out to all of the interpreters all over. You guys are doing an awesome job and it's been amazing. Kind of make me miss interpreting, but I'm loving teaching also. But you guys are doing wonderful. Keep it up. And man, it just goes to show how amazing that field, that profession is, okay? So one of the things that a lot of my hearing friends and family members have been asking me is, why do interpreters make these exaggerated facial expressions and body language? Why do they do that? What's up with that? And it's funny because for me, it doesn't look that way because I've been involved with the deaf community. I know about deaf culture, and I was also an interpreter in the past. So it doesn't look strange to me. So it's always funny to see people say that because I don't see that. But I'm going to explain it to all of my hearing followers out there so you guys can have a better understanding. First and foremost, you have to understand that American Sign Language, ASL, is a visual language. That means that everything that is communicated using sign language is taken in and understood by the person's eyes. So deaf people, they use their eyes in the same way that hearing people use their ears, the same way we use our ears. The difference is, as a hearing person, we don't have to have eye contact with someone to fully hear and understand what they mean. Why? Because we can hear the tone and the pitch in their voice, and we understand fully. We understand the words, but we also understand the intent behind the words. So we can hear if a person is upset or happy or angry. We can hear that just by listening to that person's voice. Well, for a deaf person, it's completely different. They use their eyes to take in receptively and understand that same information. So think of the signs as the words, but if the pitch, as in the facial expressions and the body language, is not behind that, then the meaning is lost. The meaning is not there. So I'll give you an example. Recently, we've seen a lot of the interpreters because of the pandemic and everything that's happening in our world right now. So this is a serious situation. For a hearing person, we can hear the level of seriousness in the governor's voice or the mayor's voice when they're speaking. But for that deaf person, they need to be able to see that information equally when the interpreter is signing. So if the mayor or the governor is saying, well, this is a very serious situation, the pandemic is spreading, we need everyone to continue to practice social distancing, etc., etc. You hear my voice, the seriousness of my voice, you can hear that in my voice because my pitch changed. It became a little deeper, and I'm expressing that so that people understand the severity of the situation. As an interpreter, I can sign that, and this is how it would look without the non-manual markers, which is the professional way of saying body language and facial expressions. So if I interpret that, I'm signing all of the words that that person just said, and I'm signing in ASL, but I'm not matching the speaker. I'm not matching the energy. I'm not matching the tone of his voice. I'm not doing that. So am I really providing that information equally for the deaf community? No, I'm not. Because my body language and my facial expressions, they need to match what he is communicating in his pitch, in his tone. So here's a better look. So the governor is saying this is a serious pandemic. We need everyone to stay home and continue to social distance. There's a lot of people dying. This is how that interpretation would look. So you notice my cheeks kind of puffed out, my body leaned forward, my eyebrows raised. So that is how I'm communicating that information to show the seriousness of it and what the governor is trying to express. That's called equal access. That's how you communicate that information. So when you see interpreters doing those things, what you guys look at as strange facial expressions and body language, they are trying to drive home the idea that this is a serious situation and we need to continue social distancing. That's why their body language is that way. That's why their facial expressions and their non-manual markers are a little bit more exaggerated. And we do this every day. Think about it. Think about if you have children or when you're talking to your friends. There's certain facial expressions or body language that you use right now or non-manual markers that you use every day without saying a word. Think about the looks you give your kids so they know you're serious. Or when you look at your friend and say like, see that, like, they understand you. So it's the same thing. The only difference is those non-manual signals are accompanied with American Sign Language signs. But I wanted to make sure I explained this to you guys because I know everybody's been kind of making fun. There's been memes going around in videos and all that good stuff. And it's really just a lack of understanding. So I hope this helped you better understand it. And if you have any more questions, feel free to drop them down below in my comments area. Or if you would like to just make a comment, but be nice. I am new here, okay? So I look forward to teaching you guys some more stuff. Until then, continue learning and continue signing. Have a great day.